Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to IsaacDestruction. We're gonna do a patch rundown. I figured I might as well just do a patch rundown because I need some content, you know. So a little bit of experience about me. If this is the first time you've watched the channel, I've been playing League for over 10 years. A beast at the game. Check out my other videos on the channel. But yeah, let's get into it. So the game is really messed up, I feel like, after the durability update. Like it just feels like, especially 80 carries. Are they buffing 80 carries? What? They're actually buffing Aphelios and Caitlyn. I feel like every 80 carry needs to be nerfed, to be honest, because they can just get to level 18, then you just can't do damage to them anymore. What else? All right, let's look at the changes. So Belvith. Oh, I didn't read up about the new champ. Maybe I'll make a video on that one too. But yeah, I gotta learn a little bit more about her. Or him, I don't know what the gender is, but anyways, Aphelios, passive attack speed, lethality with a rank up increased. Aphelios has been very weak this patch and he didn't get much help from the durability update. What? I mean, okay, that's understandable, I think. Aphelios is kind of weak, to be honest. But I don't think he deserves like that much of a buff. That feels a little bit weird to me. What do we got next? We got brand passive what? Oh, I thought it said increased. I was like, okay, right, I actually lost her mind. But decreased, okay, I definitely agree with that nerf. That's the happiest thing that's the happiest I've been since I've opened the freaking patch notes. Caitlyn, Q80 scaling decreased early and increased late. Mana cost increased early and decreased late. E-base damage increased and cooldown decreased. But why though? But why? Does anyone feel like Caitlyn is like not playable? Like, I feel like you should only give buffs like this if the champion is literally like dog water. But Caitlyn's in a pretty good spot. I don't know. Maybe the 80 carry mains are just crying or something. So we got Fizz. Health growth decreased. Mana growth increased. The ideal, Jesus Christ. The ideal trickster has been keeping his head above water, but his big mana costs feel pretty bad in extended combat. We're giving him more to work with later in the game, but also bringing down his tankiness so he doesn't get too playful out there. I guess that's okay. I feel like Fizz is okay too. Like, why are they changing Fizz for no reason? Gragas, QAP scaling increased, cooldown decreased, E cooldown decreased. Gragas hasn't been keeping up. Yeah, I agree with this. I definitely agree with this. Gragas is super bad right now. Super bad. Cooldown on E decrease. That's going to be annoying, but it's definitely going to help him out. Barrel roll. They're increasing the damage, right? Yeah. Alright. Well, Gragas is definitely in a better spot now. So we got Gwen, the most dominant top laner in pro. Oh, I haven't been keeping up with the pro scene. That's crazy. Gwen's really, I mean, I can understand it though. She literally just takes freaking Ignite, Teleport, and Solo Q, and you just can't out damage her. Especially with the durability update, it just feels impossible. Like, she just W's, if you have any ranged ability, she just W's it. Her E gives her ridiculous, like, damage. It's just crazy. Aurelia, Q healing increased, E cooldown decreased early. I agree with this. Aurelia's in a pretty bad spot too. It just feels like she has to play perfectly while all the other champions can just like miss half their abilities and still win the fight. Kayn, Q damage decreased in darkened form. Yeah, I agree. Rost has just been way too, yeah, Rost with the durability update. I feel like they should have like predicted that would happen, you know? Like, isn't that like predictable that Red Kayn would be OP if you're gonna like raise the durability on every champion? I guess Riot is taking their time. Okay, Kog'Maw. Q armor and MR shred decreased. Yeah, Kog'Maw's broken. Kog'Maw is broken, bro. I was playing with this one Kog'Maw. It feels like if you have a Kog'Maw and a Lulu on your team, it's just impossible to beat that shit. Like, how do you beat Kog'Maw Lulu on the last patch? Like, it's just impossible. Lee Sin base AD increased, Q damage increased. I agree with that. Lee is not in a good spot right now. That's a pretty big buff, dude, actually. They're buffing the minimum damage, the maximum damage, and the Sonic Wave. That's crazy. Yeah, Lee's gonna be broken next patch. Lilia, base health decreased, passive damage decreased. Yeah, I agree with that. So we got passive Dream Laden Bow. What is that? Is that her W? Or is that her E? Oh, that's the passive. Okay. I was like, what is that ability icon? I've never seen that before. I guess that's a pretty big nerf. They're not only are they nerfing the passive, they're also reducing her health by 25. Master Yi, HP growth decreased, E base true damage on hit. Yeah, E's broken right now. E is absolutely broken. And the messed up thing is, I feel like E, you can just pick E, and then as soon as like someone on your team trolls, he just becomes unstoppable. You can't do anything against him. Unless your team prioritizes CCing him. But that's pretty impossible in solo queue, so... next one is Nunu and Willump. Q healing against non-champions increased. E cooldown now decreased with ability rank. Like, do we really have to buff Nunu's healing? I feel like Nunu's in a pretty good spot right now, too. Like, Riot is just buffing champions just to buff it. It's actually pretty ridiculous. E cooldown now decreases with ability rank. Like, why? Like, how is this needed? I feel like Nunu's always in a good spot. Just because of the utility and, like, CC that he brings to the team. Next champion is Olaf. Passive maximum lifesteal value threshold. What is passive maximum lifesteal value threshold? Right, are you okay, bro? Like, what is that phrasing? Isn't it easier just to say passive lifesteal? But anyways, Q damage increased, minimum recast time decreased. What is the recast time? This is so... like, who typed this? But yeah, minimum recast time, or like on the Q? What recast? You mean the cooldown? Why not just say cooldown? But yeah, minimum recast time decreased, W cooldown increased late. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this, these changes at all. It just feels like really random changes. Rakan, Q healing increased, W cooldown decreased, E mana cost decreased, shield strength increased. So... I mean, I guess so. I guess that's okay. I really don't like decreasing Rakan's W cooldown though, because I feel like every time they change his W cooldown, he either becomes really broken or really bad. So, Rengar base health decreased, arc cooldown increased late. Yeah, Rengar does feel pretty broken. Like he does way too much damage. I feel like they shouldn't have. I feel like they should have just nerfed his W healing. I feel like that counters the problem. Because he can do so much damage and you can't kill him because he just heals back everything once you press W. Rise EAP ratio increased. Yeah, I agree. I think that's an okay change. Okay change. Samira 80 growth Increase Q. Bro, where's my Q, man? I've been in Q for 15 minutes. Since the durability update, Samir has been struggling to find those explosive leads and snowball opportunities. I don't think so. I feel like Samir is in a fine spot too. I feel like every AD carry is in a fine spot. Like, have you guys seen how much damage Samira does with like one ult? It's ridiculous. How many more are there? Like, how many changes? Man, Riot messed up bad, bro. Whenever there's 30 different champions in the patch notes, I don't know if I have time to read all this shit, man. I'm just gonna be honest. Senna, I'm just gonna go through it pretty fast. So Senna, passive missed Wraith drop rate. Like, what? Passive missed Wraith drop rate. Like, who typed these patch notes? It feels like it's not even an English speaker typing the patch notes. It feels like Riot is literally like outsourcing to some random country. So her passive drop rate went up. Why? It went up by 4 times the amount it was. What? Yeah, Riot's actually lost it. That's probably the worst change I've actually seen the entire patch notes, to be honest. So we got Swain. Please be nerfing this guy. Like, this guy is broken. He's been broken for like 3 patches, actually. Riot just refuses to nerf him, I guess. Yeah, literally rising to power in every lane. Like, that champion is ridiculously broken. Swain is even broken in, in ARAM. He's literally broken top, broken mid, broken jungle. I mean, not broken jungle, but honestly, I feel like he could be broken jungle if you play it right. Broken bot, broken support, broken in ARAM, broken in Earth. Like, it's ridiculous. And he's been broken like this for how many patches? And Riot is just refusing to nerf him? I just don't understand. And he should be nerfed harder than this. What? They're only reducing his healing by 0.5? I guess 1% at the last rank, but still, like, this dude is ridiculously broken. He needs to be, like, literally just, I was going to say removed from the game, but dude, how crazy would it be if Riot actually removed a freaking champion from the game? Like, he was that broken. I know they would never do that. They would just rework it or rework him or something, but yeah, these nerfs are not enough. So he needs to be gutted. Like, they need to half his healing, raise the cooldown on W, reduce the damage, even more than that. Actually, just remove healing. Just remove healing in general and just give him a new passive. That's what they should do, I think. Alright, so next we got Silas. Yeah, Silas got super fucked on this last patch. Because everyone is just so much more durable, so you can't really do damage. And I don't think these changes are actually going to help Silas at all, but I find it really interesting how they barely touch Swain and then they don't even buff Silas, like, at all. So Tom Kench, yeah, remove this champion, please. Remove this champion. Like, I do admit that Tom Kench is a little bit bad right now, but I feel like wait, let me do my runes. Playing a Vel'Koz ARAM game. But I feel like every time they buff Tom Kench, he just becomes a nightmare in top lane. And then he becomes a nightmare in top lane, and then they have to nerf him because he's too good in top lane. And then he's bad after they nerf him, and then the cycle just repeats. So I think they should honestly just leave Tom Kench alone. Like, just let him be bad. Because you're literally making an entire lane unplayable just to, like, buff a champion that doesn't even need to be buffed. Talia, base health decreased, passive updated, Q damage decreased. Why are we even touching Talia, bro? I feel like Talia's okay right now. Like, sure, she does a lot of damage, but like, I feel like she's so squishy and it's so easy to like kill her. I don't I don't know why they're touching Talia. I don't think that they should like leave her alone. She's in a good spot. I swear Riot just changes champions just to change it. Q healing increased. Yeah, Tarek's pretty bad right now. Tarek is pretty bad. Like, I feel like even Tarek Yi is bad. Like, because Tarek is so bad. Actually, Yi's kind of busted on last patch, so it would probably still be good, but Tarek in general is just like one of those champions. He might honestly need like a rework, to be honest. Tryndamere took a big tumble. Yeah, I wonder why. It's almost like when you make every single champion in the game more durable, the person who relies on killing squishy targets is not going to be good anymore. So what are they doing? They reduce his aura cooldown. Ooh. So it might actually be worth it to max R. If they're reducing it that much. Maybe it's actually worth it to max R now. What do you guys think about that? I mean, it's only 10 seconds. It's still being reduced by 10 seconds, but the initial ult cooldown is a lot lower, so. Vigar, base armor decreased. Okay, Vigar, who cares about Vigar? Wukong, cooldown increased. Yeah, seems like pretty good changes. Wukong's pretty good. Xin Zhao. I just had a Xin Zhao a few games ago that was actually smurfing, but yeah, I feel like Xin Zhao is not that good. I really like those changes. Zeri is like a, you can't even, it would be like a 25-minute video if I said everything that was wrong with Zeri, but good for Riot trying to change it. And that's the end of the patch notes. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, check me out, IsaacDestruction on YouTube, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.